Well, hello and welcome to Safety FM. Today's Friday, so we already know it's going to be a mini episode.
You're listening to Safety FM Mini.
This episode of the broadcast and the podcast is brought to you by Arrow, the next generation error reduction and mitigation system. For more information, go to arrowhp.com.
So today I wanted to cover some different information opposed to the standard mini run-in, run-out. It's still going to be a mini episode, but I wanted to cover some information about Jacques Lacan and Blaise Pascal. And sometimes I sit around and I talk to different people and have conversations about fantasies and different philosophies. And I look at it a lot in regards of how our systems work from a safety standpoint. I just kind of want you to listen to some points on a conversation that I was having about Lacan and Pascal recently. I'm going to give you some highlights in regards of what we were talking about, so I do apologize if there just seem to be some gaps there. But Lacan's point, fantasies have to be unrealistic, because the second that you get what you seek, you don't and you can't want it anymore. In order to exist, desires must have its object perpetuated in absence. You have to remember, it's not the it that you want, it's the fantasy of it. So desire supports crazy fantasies. This is what Pascal means when he says that we're only truly happy when we are daydreaming about our future happiness, or why we say the hunt is sweeter than the kill, or be careful what you wish for, not because you'll get it, because you're doomed that you won't want it anymore once you do get it. The lesson of Lacan is living by your wants will never make you happy. What it means to be fully human is to strive to live by ideas and ideals, and not to measure your life by what you attained in terms of your desires, but those small moments of integrity, compassion, rationality, and even self-sacrifice. Because in the end, the only way that we can measure the significance of our own lives is by valuing the life of others. So as we have this conversation here today, think about this and how this applies to your safety systems. Think about what you're striving for, and think about what you've accomplished over the years, months, in regard to putting so much work into this system. So when you look back and you've obtained this thing that you've been desiring, are you happy? Or are you trying to move to the next thing? It's an interesting thing about how these fantasies work. Anyways, besides that, not much going on. Like always, you can hear more about us at safetyfm.com. You can listen to our different streaming apps that we have available on the Google Play Store and on the Apple Store. Also, we have several different podcasts that are available to you. We also are available as an Alexa skill. Don't ever hesitate about leaving us a review on what you would like to hear on our different shows on Safety FM. Anyways, like always, I have been your safety manager and host, Jay Allen. And until next time, be safe.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.